First you need to remove all objects from the scene. Press A, then delete. Use the key 5 to switch to orthogonal mode. Use the key 7 for top view. Press Shift plus A. Select Image, Background. Select an image. Let's duplicate the image. Shift plus D. Rotate along the x-axis by 90 degrees. R, 90. Let's move along the y-axis. G, Y. Select the second image and move it down along the z-axis. G, Z. Switch to top view with key 7. Let's add plane to the scene. Shift plus A. Mesh, Plane. Let's go to editing mode using the tab key. Let's scale while holding down the control key. S, Control. Move with the G key while holding control. Scale with the S key while holding down the control key. Align the image to the x-axis. G, X. In editing mode, select all vertices with the A key. Press the I key and move the appeared vertices to the center. Press 1 to switch to front view mode. Use the tab key to exit editing mode. Select the image and use the G key to move the image down the Z-axis by pressing the Z key. Select the plane and go into editing mode using the tab key. Let's select the outer vertices. In the front view, extrude them along the Z-axis using the E key. Select the bottom vertices. Press F. Press Shift plus A. Plane. In edit mode, move the plane using the G key while holding control. Select and move the remaining vertices. Align the image along the x-axis. Lower the plane along the Z-axis by pressing the keys G then Z. In edit mode, select all vertices. Switch to wireframe mode using the Z key. Press the I key. Select the outer vertices. Press the E key then Z. Switch to face selection mode and select the central face. Press G then Z. Exit editing mode. In the top view, select the button, duplicate it along the x-axis by pressing Shift plus D. We perform similar operations with the remaining buttons. Select the top right button and go to editing mode. Select the left face and extrude it along the x-axis by pressing E, then X. We do the same with the bottom edge, only along the y-axis. Switch to wireframe mode by pressing the Z key. Select two buttons and delete them. Select any button and duplicate it. In editing mode, select the right face and move it along the x-axis. Hold down the Shift key, select all the buttons and combine them into one object by pressing Ctrl+J. For this object, select the bevel modifier in the list of modifiers. Enter the values. Select the keyboard body and then, while holding Shift, select the keys. Press Ctrl+L and select Copy Modifiers. Let's select the keyboard case. Press Tab. Let's select the edge selection mode. Select the bottom edges. Press F. Using the key combination Ctrl+R, we will add several edges. We increase the number of edges with the mouse wheel. Switch to face selection mode. Select a face. Press I. Press X. Select faces. In edge selection mode, select the inner edges. Press Shift+S and select cursor to selected. Press Shift+A. Select circle. Number of vertices 12. Rotate along the y-axis by 90 degrees. Scale with the S key. Rotate the circle along the x-axis. Select 4 vertices and press F. We do the same with the remaining vertices. Select the inner edges. Press E, then X. Let's check the normals. Add a subdivision surface modifier. In editing mode, switch to vertex selection mode. Press Ctrl++. Scale the selected faces along all axes except the x-axis. To do this, press the S key, then Shift+X. Angle needs to be changed. Right-click and select Shade Smooth. Reset the 3D cursor position by pressing Shift+C. Extrude inward by pressing E, then S. Then press E, then X. Press E, then S. Press E, then X. Press F. Press the I key 3 times. moving the edges to the center after each press. Then press the M key and select its center. Press Ctrl+R to add one edge and move it along the x-axis. Remove references. Shift+A, add a plane to the scene. Press G then Z. Let's scale the plane by 20 times. Press S then 20. Press 5. Let's set up the camera view. Add a camera to the scene. Move active camera to view. Press Ctrl+Alt+0. Press the N key and select camera to view in the panel that appears. Align the camera so that the keyboard is in the center. Deselect camera to view. Let's divide the scene into two parts. Use the T key to hide the sidebar. Let's switch to display render view. Change rendering engine to cycles. Device select GPU. Add an area to the scene. Let's increase the strength. Move and rotate the light source in the front view. Button 1, on the side. Button 3, on top. Button 7. Let's change the color. Duplicate the light source using the key combination Shift+D. We perform similar operations of movement and rotation. Switch to Shader Editor. Press N. Let's assign a material for the floor. Press New. Change the color. Switch to 3D viewport. Let's add another light source. Switch to Shader Editor. Assign a material to the keyboard body. Do the same with the keys. For buttons, add a subdivision surface modifier. Use the L key to select 3 buttons in edit mode. Add a new slot and click Assign. Select the key material. Create a copy of the material. Let's change the color. Use the 0 key to switch to the camera view. Switch to first key material slot. Add a new node. Key combination Shift+A. Write Mix Shader in the search bar and select a node with the appropriate name. Using the same steps, add an image texture node. Color is connected to the factor. Select an image with letters. In edit mode, select the top face of the first key. Switch to UV editor. Press U, then unwrap. In the UV window, select all vertices with the A key. Perform move and scale actions. Switch to shader editor. Instead of color, we move alpha to the factor. Switch to UV editor. Continue editing. Select the top face of the spacebar key. Press U, then unwrap. Select the vertices and move them to a place where there are no letters. There should be no text on the key. Select one side of the Enter key and press I. Then press Ctrl++. Press U, then unwrap. Select the remaining 2 faces and do the same operations as with the space. We perform the same operations with the remaining keys. Before this, you need to switch to the second layer. Then we add nodes. And we do UV unwrapping. on all key materials. In the image texture node, replace repeat with clip.
She satisfied me, gave me what I want, just what we need, never too far away, loving for another day, but she asked for something more, she asked for, yeah, she asked for something beautiful. She asked for, yeah, she asked for, she asked for something beautiful. She mystifies me, tell me what I did wrong, I plead. Never did I think we would be loving for another day. But she asked for something more. She asked for, yeah, she asked for something beautiful. Something beautiful. Yeah, she asked for something beautiful. She asked for,
All that remains is to start rendering the image. Thank you for watching.